Hey guys, welcome back to the Ohio Farm Life channel. We're just getting ready to take off for the night. I hope you can see me alright. It's a quarter after 11 right now. And we're going to push snow. Remember in the last video we were running beans last night at 9 o'clock. We finished the double crop beans and now we've got this. So my cousins recently took over some snow removal jobs and with a landscaping company, and they needed drivers for snow removal. So I am getting ready to take off for Jackson Center, Ohio. The Airstream Camper Factory. They've got quite a bit of parking lot that needs cleared, so I'm going to be running a 544 John Deere wheel loader pushing snow. So they wanted me there about midnight. We got to have the lots clear before people start showing up for work at 6 in the morning. So that's what we're up to. Take you in for the ride. So I don't know how well the camera picks it up, but the one thing I love about this time of the year is I could almost shut my lights off and drive there. We got the moon and the snow, and it just makes everything so bright at night. I can look out across the fields out of the house and see deer and everything else out in the field. And I actually had to go back to the woods there right after dark, and my cousin shot a couple does and trucked them out there with the four-wheeler, and it was really neat being back here the first snow. I'll get tired of looking at it before too long, but it's kind of neat the first time. I would really wish the corn was shelled before I'm pushing snow, but we'll get through it. It is what it is. Alright, here we are. 544K John Deere wheel loader. 1,500 hours on it. That's it. Nicest wheel loader I've ever been in. First Deere. No, it's not the first Deere. Second Deere. We're here at this Airstream plowing. I feel like it's kind of pointless to be out here because it's just a slush. I mean, I can still see the lines through the snow, but they said plow it, so we're going to plow it. We're basically just pushing slop off the lot. Sounds like by 4 a.m. the system will have been cleared out, or that's what one of the guys said. We'll just do what they want us to. Don't think we'll be here all night. I figured it would have been stuck to the blacktop a little bit more, but pretty easy job, really. We'll have to put some salt down around some of the doors, but other than that, going back and forth. I'm in their employee parking lot right now. Drawing everything off the joystick here. I don't know if we're pushing a 12-foot blade or what we're doing. Not too many obstacles out here. Light posts every 60, 80 feet and a few parking blocks here and there, but other than that, it's pretty wide open. I don't know how many acres this lot is. And I remember just a couple years ago, all this was just field here. Sometimes it's hard to get your... I didn't look at these too hard, but it looks like they almost might have a rubber squeegee type deal on the bottom of the blade. Sometimes on this, there's so little here, it's hard to really make it look like you're doing anything. It would be fun to push a bunch of snow once, but I imagine about 3 in the morning I'd get over it. I can move right along doing this. I'm running in third gear all the time. They got the skid loader and the smaller loader over on the other side, and there's supposed to be a little compact tractor doing the sidewalks. I think they must all be over at the executive lot. I'm the biggest one here, so they sent me over to the biggest lot. Their parking lot's not as even as it looks. It's hard to get the whole blade to cut, so I'll set the camera down for a little while. We've just about got this big lot scraped. Looks like the snow's actually picking up, and we're right back to where we started. Not enough accumulation to really push anything, but they thought it was worth us pushing it the first time. So, Cousin Nick's over here with the little loader. He's kind of the one in charge here. Tell you what, running around this thing, this would be a cat's ass for moving bales. Probably that little one would be more our speed, but I imagine the little ones are probably just as useful, and so that it, you could probably buy one of these on auction for what you could buy one of them little ones. So, I'll throw the camera down here because I gotta watch out for cars. Now we come back in, we got all the obstacles to get around. We got to get around all their trailer frames and dumpsters and whatnot. So it's actually started snowing pretty hard there for a while, so we'll have to scrape the big lot off one more time, but until then we're getting all this smaller stuff. Really, Nick and I are blowing through it with the loaders. I'm not exactly sure what the other guys are doing. Tell you what, this is actually pretty easy. It's just after 2 drifting. It's just after 2 o'clock in the morning now, and normally planting corn or whatever, you start getting sleepy about this hour, but there's enough going on here that it kind of keeps you awake because you're planting corn, or when I help pump manure or doing whatever late, when it's real repetitive and you're basically just there to turn around at the end of the field and make sure nothing goes wrong. That's when it's hard to stay awake. But doing this, when you've got things to worry about, hitting and all that, keeps you alert. And I mean, I don't feel tired at all. I'm actually still kind of enjoying it. It's nice just sitting in here. Got it pretty comfortable temperature and got the radio, and I don't have the camera on. It's not that bad of a job. It's pretty easy for me since I'm the big machine. I don't get in all the little nooks and crannies like he's down on the loading dock right now. This blade, it's got the bars that mounted on the bucket, and then you use chains and binders to hold it on. So I did a little bit of back dragging with it, but the feet try to dig into the blacktop. So I try to save that for the other guys that got the snow box directly mounted on their loader frames. Drifting again. That's one thing about this loader on this snow. You switch directions and it spins, and then it gets kind of squirrely on you. I thought we was going to be done fairly early the way the snow was quitting there, and we weren't hardly doing anything earlier, but now it's picked up quite a bit, so we'll see how long we're here. Now it's 3:30, and I don't know if it's getting colder and it's just freezing, but this box isn't doing as nice of a job as it was earlier. That, and I can't put down pressure on it like the other guys can, because like I said, it's just kind of loose on the bucket, and the chains just hold it on to the cutting edge. They don't, So my down pressure, what I can do with it, I can't just put it in float and go. I've got to adjust it to the parking lot's a little bit wavy, and I'm pretty sure it does it for to keep water in between the rows of cars when it rains real hard. So, and it seems like that's where I start having problems on the higher areas, but it's just altogether not making it as black as it was earlier. Still seems like there's a lot of sun now. I did see the little loader stopped and he got in the salt truck. What I can't get, the salt truck will melt the rest of it. But I am getting kind of tired now. Kind of hoping that Casey's over here in Jackson Center will be open when we quit stopping there and get some breakfast. Because I think Casey's is the official gas station of the Midwest farmer anyways. Stop over there, get something to eat, try to wake me up a little bit before I drive home. Used almost a quarter tank of fuel tonight, which I don't think it's too hateful. I don't know if this thing holds. I don't know how we're supposed to get fuel up here, or where they've got, if they've got fuel, if we needed it, or they got an account at one of the gas stations here. We just run down there. We'll cross that bridge when it gets here, I guess. Little Rural King tractor plowing the sidewalks. I'm pretty sure it's just that it's getting colder. Well guys, we're on our way home from Jackson Center for pushing snow. I'm about beat. After I set the camera down there for the last time, we had to salt the spread on all the sidewalks, and they've got sidewalks that go to nowhere, but